We've had a lot of teams asking about the difference between the video on the VO1 camera and the VO2 camera. When did our first weekend reaction to the new VO2, we put in some comparisons of the VO1 and VO2. Tried to just put them side by side, which was sounded like a cool idea, but it was kind of hard to tell a difference, maybe because they were just smaller. And anyway, so this is a chance I just took a clip from this past weekend, um, some VO1 footage that we're watching now, and then the same length of time. I'll play it here in a second. The VO2 footage, and then what we did is we also took the directed highlight from the VO1 and the VO2, and do the same segment of time, just from a directed highlight, which basically just means it's more zoomed in. One thing you'll notice right away on the VO2 is that the audio is much louder, because the microphones are positioned on the front instead of the bottom. I think, and maybe they're just better microphones, but you can obviously hear a lot more of the field noise. It does mean you can also hear more of the wind noise and also the crowd noise, if they're being loud. So the audio is definitely different. I feel like the VO2 has more of like a richer color, has more pixels, I suppose. That's why the colors are more richer. There's less contrast. Like when you watch the VO1 footage of the same clip, you see more of a contrast between like the dark and the light colors. So you don't see as much of that contrast here in the two. And so this is the second. This is the clip of the VO2, and now this is almost over. And then we're going to switch over to the directed highlight of the VO1 camera. This is the same clip, but just in the directed highlight mode. There'll be a little bit different between the two because you create markers as you go, and you kind of zoom in on some of the parts. So couldn't recreate exactly between the two, but it's pretty similar. And so now you'll see the difference, how it looks when you're zoomed in. The VO2 seems to have less pixellation, better resolution when you zoom in than the VO1 did. For both the VO1 and the VO2, the resolution is more clear on the near side of the field, just because you're closer to the camera, and then the farther away you get from the camera, the less the resolution is, because it's a digital zoom. And so here was the end of the clip for the VO1 directed highlight. So this is the directed highlight with the VO2 camera. So the picture is the same as the first clip of the VO2, except the directed highlight lets you zoom in on more specific parts of the clip. So in most of this clip, we have it zoomed all the way in on the directed highlight. So this just gives you a comparison of what it looks like when you're zoomed in on the VO2 versus when we're zoomed in on the VO1. Again, you can hear the kind of the louder audio from the VO2 from the different mics. You can hear the crowd noise a lot more, and the players talking a lot more too. So hopefully this was a helpful look at the VO1 versus the